Alright, have and have not fans, tomorrow is the big day where we're going to have a new episode revealing what's going to happen with Jim and Veronica during the bail hearing, as well as David and Benny finally coming face to face. With that being said, the topic of this video is going to be focusing on a theory that I think a lot of us have been speculating since the beginning of the season. Who is going to get shot in Veronica Harrington's house? Now, it's pretty obvious that the number one suspect fans have been speculating about is Maggie Day, but a new clip released about tomorrow's new episode on Facebook revealed that Jennifer is actually going to lose her case against Veronica's bail during the hearing, and I'm interested to see Veronica getting out, but knowing the haves and the have-nots in terms of time frame, we're probably not going to see Veronica be released from the jail until maybe 2 more episodes, give or take, because again, 1 hour and have-not time is most likely like 3 episodes when you think about all the events that occur at the exact same time. So you can say that Veronica might go back to her house and get shot. I think it's going to be a little bit more complex than that. Again, it goes back to Maggie Day and then the reasoning for her being the one to get shot. I don't think she took the morning after pill after having unprotected sex with David, so that's a big issue to think about right there. What if she doesn't take the pill and ends up being pregnant, uses that almost like insurance, if you will, to make sure that David still communicates with her? Because David said that, hey, if you lied to my face right now about not being involved with getting those photos of my wife in the paper, don't talk to me ever again. Maggie ends up lying right to his face, and with that being said, David storms out of the hotel room. So we also see in the preview for tomorrow's new episode that Benny comes over to the campaign office to have a face-to-face talk with David, which quickly escalates into a brawl. Maggie seems to be sad and crying in the corner, saying that, hey, I should never have posted that story. None of this would have happened. So you're probably wondering, if Maggie was the one who gets shot, why would she get shot? Why would she go over to Veronica's house? At first, last weekend, I actually recorded this video topic, but I never got around to posting it, and I'm glad I didn't, because I actually went to see my mom this weekend, and after 5 minutes of discussion with her, she literally flipped my original theory around. My original theory was that Maggie goes over to Veronica's house, maybe to make up with Veronica, try to make things right. But my mom told me something that really just struck my nerve, because it made a lot of sense being with Maggie Day's character. What if the reason that Maggie goes over to Veronica's house is to find the pictures that she gave Veronica? Now, remember in last season when Maggie actually goes over to Veronica's house to reveal that, hey, I plan on having David running for governor instead of Jim. Why don't you talk him into it? Because I tried, but it didn't work. She hands Veronica the photo saying, hey, I know you've been sleeping around with this guy. And then Veronica gets furious and throws the photos at Maggie as she goes out the house. Now, she told David she had nothing to do with the photo in the paper. But if David found out about the photos at Veronica's house, he's going to know that Maggie was the one to give the photos to her. So you could say that Maggie might try to be sneaky, try to break into Veronica's house and get the photos to get rid of evidence from David, but ends up being shot as a result. It's kind of a long shot theory, but it makes sense, because if she really is pregnant by David and wants to use that as some way to, again, insurance so that she doesn't lose a connection with him, her getting shot by being selfish is probably the best way to remove her from the picture. Again, I really like the character, not so fond of what they made her to be this season, because again, in the past seasons, I even compared her to being more cunning than Veronica and Candace put together, because unlike those two, she doesn't really seem to be flashy like Veronica or as emotionally driven as Candace. Just all 3 women, when they see something, they go after it. They just go about it in different ways. I always felt that Maggie was like a female counterpart to David in terms of being somebody who's calm, reserved, calculating before they make a move. Everything they do has a purpose. So again, it really is sad to see that, she's become an emotional mess this season, and a lot of people don't like her. I mean, the original reason for not liking her was her just going after a married man, while now she's just making these dumb decisions. Because I find it ironic that if Maggie does get killed by going over to Veronica's house, that Jim and Veronica won't have a chance to get their hands on her for, the picture in the paper, making it look bad for those two. So with that being said, I want to bring this video to a close. I just want to get your thoughts on who do you think will get shot in Veronica's house, and why? Will it be Veronica after she gets released from jail? Or do you think it'll be Maggie Day for going over there trying to get rid of evidence? So leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Please subscribe to the channel and be sure to share this video with any have and have not fans that you know. And let's look forward to a great episode tomorrow night.